on, move. Move. Come on the double. Double. Come on, you special boys. Move it. Move it. You black bastard.
Come on, Coon, move it. Over there. You, in. Get up straight, boy. Attention. Name and number.
4737 Carlin, sir.
And this is the daddy. The hard case. Carlin, is it?
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Don't look much to me, Carlin. You're the little toe rag who thumped the officer at Rowley. Fancy yourself, do you, Carlin? Thumping officers, eh?
Oh, we tell you.
Speak when I tell you that.
They sent you down here to be sorted out. You have heard of us, Carlin, eh?
Heard of us, have you?
Yes, sir.
And what did you hear?
Nothing, sir.
Well, I'll tell you here and now, lad, that nothing was not the correct information. Because we're having your stinking hooligan guts for garters. Right?
Yes, sir.
Pick it up. I said pick it up. Name and number.
4737 Carlin, sir.
Get him out of there.
Now, Carlin, move it. Go on over there. You, in. Stand up straight, boy. Name and number.
Bastards. Bastards. Bastards.
Pick those feet up. Up.
In.
In line, Davis. Attention. Right, up those stairs. Move!
Right. Now, Mr. Sands, this is Mr. Greaves. I'm the senior officer, and I run A wing. I run it. Right, Carlin?
Yes, sir.
Come down heavy, very heavy on anyone who doesn't grasp that fact. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Now, Angel, you're in a single room. Some of the lads here can be what you might call prejudiced, and you're well advised to keep yourself to yourself. It's your first ball still in it, lad?
Yes, sir. Apart from the scrub.
Well, forget the scrubs, the holiday's over. Move! Davis, you were fool enough to run away from an open ball still, and you'll very soon be wishing you were back there. You're in a single room. Now move! Move it! Carlin, you're in a dormitory. Now move! That's it! In there, on the left. That's yours, Carlin. You know the ropes and you know why you're here. I'll jump on you from a great height if you so much as breathe. Got that?
Yes, sir.
There's a lad, big lad called Pongo in that bed. He heard you were coming. Now grab that bumper and get to work on this floor. I want a shave in it. Carlin, we don't leave our bed space in that condition in here. Make up your bed pack and put your gear away. On the double! Next time you're on report.
Pick those speeds up and keep quiet.
Banks, look to your front, Banks. Carlin's been allocated to your wing.
You hear that?
Shut it, Richards! 3 of them together. So you'll have a bit more company, won't you?
Sir.
And one of them's a jungle bunny.
Yes, sir.
I said quiet, Richards. Another sound from you and you're on report.
Yes, sir. You off your fucking nut?
Possibly.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a vegetarian, Carlin, and I've read the rule book. I refuse to wear leather on my feet. I get extra potatoes as substitute for meat, and I'm allowed fish when on the menu.
Yeah, but they give you stick for that, mate.
Yeah, they do. But it causes them a lot of bother, doesn't it?
How long you been here?
Month. Transferred from Dover.
Oh, nuisance.
No? Just told them I was Christ. Some cunning bastard had a typical flash of genius and they banged me in here. A, the governor's a religious maniac. B, they'll knock the shit out of me.
How long you done altogether then?
16 months.
Jesus Christ, you must love it.
Not having me, the bastards. I don't eat shit for anyone and I don't give a monkey's if I do the full 2 years. I walk out of here on crutches, but they won't have me.
Davis, up. Davis, you're nothing. I'm the daddy here, and I run this wing. You pay your dues like the rest. Payday, you deliver a quarter of your snack to Striper here. Every week, on the dot.
I don't smoke.
Well, you fucking will do now, slag. There's no dolly mixtures in here, puffed up. I'm the daddy, and don't you ever forget it. Right? I said right.
Congo Banks, the daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carlin. Your reputation was here well ahead of you, and you're going to have a little weeny bit of bother with that young man. Now, when I came here from Dover, that lot thought I was some kind of nut. Violent psycho, you know? So I give them this wild stare about the eyeballs, and they don't give me no bother. Yes, I think that'll do for today.
You don't do yourself no favours, do you, mate?
Carlin, I just want to get through my time in my own little way, causing as much fucking trouble to the screws as possible. In my own little way. Okay. Oi, you watch yourself with those pigs.
Woods. What? Get over here and keep my seat warm. Stand up, coon. Name and number. Up to attention when I come in here. I said up! We said up, didn't we? Oh! Oh! Oh!
What's this then? How many feet, lad? What do you think this is? Stand up! Name and number.
Angel, sir.
Number?
Can't remember, sir.
Can't remember your number, lad. That's all you are, a number. A number, 4 digits. That's all you are. 4736. Name and number.
4736, Angel, sir.
Who did this?
What, sir?
Don't give me this, boy. Who did this?
Nobody, sir.
Fighting?
No, sir.
Fell?
No, sir.
Damaging government property, are we, you black bastard?
No, sir.
And what the hell are we doing, you black Brixton slag?
Nothing, sir.
Fighting, you're booked for fighting. Governor's report, right?
I wasn't...
Right? And by your side, attention! Name and number.
4736, Angel, sir.
Louder.
4736, Angel, sir.
Straight out the banana trees, eh? Well, you take it from me, Nick-Nog. You go stealing white man's motor cars and you get white man's stick, right?
Yes, sir.
Now get this cell scrubbed. The double!
I am older than most of the trainees here.
Yes?
Are the books available in the library? They're either trash westerns or hack adventure stories. Now, I can't read that muck. See, I don't know whether I'm supposed to be Roy Rogers or Nanook of the North. My needs are different.
The library caters for all trainees here, not single individuals.
Besides censoring our mail, you also veto what books are allowed to be sent in to us?
I do.
Then why haven't I been allowed the 2 Dostoevsky novels you received for me?
They're safely locked away. You'll have them when you're released.
Yeah, I shan't need them then.
Matron.
Have you read them? They are classics.
Archer, read them or not, Crime and Punishment and The Idiot are hardly suitable reading matter for a young boy in this establishment.
Boy. Oh.
Trainee. Your feet are disgusting, Archer. You're impudent and foolish. I know of vegetarians who don't eat meat, but that doesn't stop them from wearing shoes.
Can't be very sincere people then, can they, matron?
Is that all?
Yeah, well, I think it's all going to be resolved soon anyway. The feet, I mean, and the diet. Yeah, I'm thinking of becoming a Sikh.
The governor might have something to say about that.
Matron, you know what I used to do with my girlfriend?
Are you being insolent, Archer?
Hold hands. We used to hold hands.
Is that all you wish to discuss, Archer? I have work to do.
Yes, I think so. Yes. Oh, I'll keep getting through the days somehow. You know, Mitchin, when I was last in the block, 7 days solitary down there, madam, after much insistence they gave me, besides the belting, my right to a book. It was the Bible.
Good. You'll come to no harm with that.
It was printed in Yugoslavian, and there didn't have to be an interpreter in the cell.
Well, that only goes to show, Archer, that Christianity is universal.
Make the report, Matron.
Wait, Carney. I'll run this fucking gaff, and you're dead if you come any of it in here.
Leave off with you. I don't give a fuck who the daddy is. I don't want no trouble, so just piss off and let me get on with my time, all right?
We'll give you time, you bastard. Slasher, here, look at this. It's had a nightmare.
There's more where that come from, Carly. You just keep your fucking mouth closed. You ain't no daddy here.
Carlin!
Yes, sir.
What happened to your face, Carlin?
I fell, sir.
Fell where?
On the
Quiet, speak when I tell you. Somebody hit you, eh? Answer, somebody hit you.
No, sir.
We know about you, Sonny. Who was it?
I fell, sir. On the stairs. Wasn't used to the concrete steps, my own fault.
I want none of your tricks here, laddie. Understand that?
Yes, sir.
Any more of this and you're in trouble. Real trouble. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Well, move yourself, you like fingers going to snipe. Move! You're a governor's report.
Four, 5, 6, 8 Jackson, sir.
Lake Jackson,
No, there were one surplus in the kitchens. They sent me to you.
you can get over there and get shoveling.
Oh, look at that, all over my hair.
Quiet, Jackson, or do we want Mr. Teasy Weezy in there with you?
Only watched it last night, sir.
Quiet, you little puff, and keep shoveling.
Sir,
What is it, Angel?
can I go to the toilet, sir?
No, you can't. Keep shoveling.
But, sir, I'm bursting.
Keep shoveling. What?
Sir?
What are you supposed to be doing?
What, sir? Oh, shoveling, sir.
Then shovel it in the barrow, savvy? When we want it the other side of the channel, we'll let you know, lad. Right?
Sir.
Keep it moving. It's not sandcastles on Margate Beach. Come on, Archer, no slacking from you, you long streak of cabbage.
Sometimes, some days, I somehow get the strangest notion they're trying to break my spirit.
Yeah, well, you're asking for it, ain't you, mate?
Get some bleeding boots on your feet.
Do you want... Brought him a radio? You can borrow it till we get one sent in.
No, thanks, I don't need one.
It's up to you, mate. But there's three of us in our dorm's got one, so we ain't gonna miss this one, are we? I'll leave it over here, right? You let us have it back later if you don't want it.
Anyway, your dad will decide and find homes for them. You'll still have Bessie when you come home, but we can't hang on to the pups forever since we don't know when you'll be coming home. So, we hope this finds you as it leaves us, Donald. Let us know how you are getting on, and be a good lad. Have to dash to catch the post. Love from Mum and Dad.
They can't get rid of the pups, can they, Ben? I mean, they'll hang on till I get out, and then I can take care of them. I'll get a job, then I can buy their grub for them. Will you write me a letter back tonight, Ben?
We'll see.
Read it again for now, eh, Ben? Just the once.
Don't you go to classes?
Yeah.
Well, haven't they taught you to read yet?
No, I can't understand what they mean. You know, and I don't like asking. Just read it once more, Ben. I'll give you some sweets on payday. Go on, Ben, please.
Dear Donald.
Ben?
What?
You forgot the address.
3 Almeida Street, Islington, London N1. All right. Dear Donald.
On your feet, lad. 7 Davis, sir. Whose radio is this, Davis?
That's Eckersley's, sir.
What's it doing in your room?
He lent it to me, sir.
Come on, lad, let's have the truth. You've nicked it, haven't
No,
you?
sir, honestly.
You nicked it, lad. Don't bullshit me.
So you're asking me, Washington himself, sir?
Eckersley has reported his radio missing, and here it is in your room. You're on Governor's report.
Look, just tell the governor he lent it to you when you weighed off. You're going to get time in the block this time, mate. It's just a matter of how long. So whatever you do, don't antagonise the old bastard.
He was not looking fair, though, was he?
Yeah. You listening to this, Archer?
Yeah, so I don't know what it means.
See, even fair. Did you do time in the block of Butlins balls?
No, I didn't.
Well, you're going to get it here, mate, in some way. You just keep your mouth shut and sit through it. You cause trouble and they'll belt the shit at you. And you don't seem like the sort of bloke who's going to stand a lot of their bastard handouts.
Watch Tasty Reg down there. He's a winner. Fully fledged humanitarian with a BA in hatred.
Morning, Mr. White.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Whittle. Everything looks fine.
Thank you, sir.
Fine, Mr. White. Excellent. Morning, Reg.
What is it?
Name and number for the governor.
4321 Kota, sir.
Everything all right, Peltier?
Yes, sir.
Good. Name and number for the governor.
3936 Kabaya, sir.
Everything all right, Cavars?
Yes, sir.
Good.
In.
Name and number for the governor.
4511 Chambers, sir.
Everything all right, Chambers?
Yes, sir.
Good.
In.
Name and number for the governor.
4527 Smith, sir.
Everything all right, Smith?
Sir.
Good.
In.
Name and number for the governor.
4396 James, sir.
Everything all right, James?
Yes, sir.
Good.
In.
Morning, sir. Morning.
Morning, sir.
Apart from absconding, your record at your previous borstal was clean, Davis, and I have taken that into consideration. However, I will stress that if I deal with you leniently here, it will certainly not be so light should you appear before me again. CAVO, Ian?
Answer the governor.
Answer.
Denomination, Church of England.
Yes, sir.
Good. 3 days in the block. Loss of privileges for 1 week.
Out, turn, quick march. Out. Out! You, in. Put it on, man. Legs apart and face the gunner.
Name and number for the gunner.
4737 Carlin, sir.
Fighting, Carlin. Oh, yes. Yes. Now then, Carlin. You were transferred to me because you assaulted an officer at your previous postal, though heaven knows what they expect me to do with you. However, I will have no violence in this institution. There is no violence here. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Yet no sooner are you settled in than, well, the marks are visible on your face. You're a generous man, Carlin, but I will not have any trainee take liberties. If you're brought here again, you will be in very serious trouble. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, have you anything to say?
Well, not really, sir. Except I wasn't fighting, I fell. Wasn't used to the concrete steps. However, I can understand the officer thinking that I had by the state of my face. So I've got no excuse, really, so I mean, what else could he think?
CAV, are we?
Oh, yes, sir. My religion's a great comfort to me.
Good. Then it may even have some guidance for your reform. 3 days solitary in the block. Loss of earnings for 2 weeks.
About turn. Out! Out!
Come on, Carly, move it.
Move it double! I said double!
Meeting?
Sir?
Visitor.
None of the lads will wear it, Banks. You know they won't. What are they going to do then? Walk about with pound notes?
Pound notes aren't allowed in it, are they, Dugan? Very stiff penalties for anything but small change.
And there's very stiff penalties for anyone that tries to undercut my rate. You make sure certain parties know that, Dugan. Right. Come on, Dugan. Now then. That's £8 altogether, right? I get 70 pence for equipping the screw, right? Your cut's 5 pence and mine's 15. That leaves 50 pence. 50 pence for £1. I've got fucking overheads, haven't I? Haven't those bastards heard of inflation? You give them that 50 pence. And if they don't like it, they can see me. Screw.
I'm granting your request to marry, Betts, and I hope this may induce you to work hard, cooperate, and leave here as soon as possible. It all depends on you. 1 month hence, released for 4 hours under escort to marry. Right, Betts?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
This causes no little inconvenience, Betts. It's a cost to the taxpayer. And I cannot pretend to be pleased that you're marrying a registry office.
That's just for now, sir. We're going to have a proper church do when I get out.
Let's hope you're released before the child is born.
Yes, sir.
And see you don't misplace my trust, Betts.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right, out you go.
About turn, quick march. Move it, Betts.
Registry office.
Archer, in. Name and number to the governor.
4721 Archer, sir.
Ah, Archer. still a vegetarian, are we?
Yes, sir.
And still barefoot, too.
Yes, sir.
Well, Archer, we have every respect for another man's sincere beliefs here. The individual is to be encouraged, and at their little trouble and expense, we have procured plastic boots for you. Do you appreciate that?
Yes, sir.
No objection to plastic, have we?
No, sir.
Good, then I hope the cooperation will be reciprocated. Indeed. Have you read The Life of St. Francis of Assisi, Archer?
No, sir. Though I'm sure it's a most engrossing epistle, sir.
It is. The son of a wealthy man, he converted to Christianity in 1208 and turned from his life of pleasure to commit himself to poverty in the life of the gospel. You should read it.
As a matter of fact, sir, I wanted to mention access to literature to you, sir. Well, you see, I'm finding myself strongly drawn to Mecca, sir. Very strongly indeed.
Mecca, Archer?
Yes, sir. It's something stirring within me, sir. Well, I'm sure you understand what I mean, sir.
Archer, you will see the chaplain tomorrow.
I'm an atheist, sir. It's on my record, atheist and vegetarian.
You tell them you're Christ at Dover, Archer. You will see the chaplain tomorrow, and there will be no more talk of Mecca in this establishment. Get him issued with the boots.
About turn, quick march, move it, Archer.
Come on, move, move! Come on, you bastards, move! Leave them lot, Angel! Get in line, Davis. Come on, move it! Pick those feet up!
Enjoy a little holiday, did we? Good. Now, you rest assured, my beauties, whenever you feel like a break, it's always there. Always at your disposal. Right, Carlin?
Yes, sir.
Now get moving. Put your gear in your rooms and straight to ablutions. I want work out of you tow rags and plenty of it. Now move! Take those feet up! Stop it up!
What shall we talk about? Any problems? Come along, that's what I'm here for.
Why am I so far from home, matron?
Because you murdered that kid.
All right, Eckersley. Formby, I'm forever explaining this to you. Do try to let it sink in.
He's 14 years old. 14.
Quiet, Archer.
But I'll never get a visitor.
Well, that is unfortunate, Formby, but you have to be detained during Her Majesty's pleasure. As there are no special places for boys like yourself at the moment, you have to remain here. Now, here you have the opportunity to learn and to improve. And if you behave and apply yourself to your duties willingly and to the rules, there may be every chance that Her Majesty or one of her representatives may consider your release and rehabilitation much earlier than you imagine.
Much earlier than what, matron?
Meanwhile, try to remember that you are more fortunate than boys similar to yourself who are held at Wormwood Scrubs for years until they're old enough to transfer to prison. All right?
My dog had 3 puppies. 3. It's in my letter.
Yes, I read it, Woods. That is good news, isn't it? Where are you going, Meekin?
Out.
Out what?
Out, matron.
Will you sit down, please, Meekin? Everything all right with you, Toyn?
Yeah, fine, matron.
Good, good. Anything else?
trust.
Pardon, Archer.
I would like to suggest a discussion on the nature of trust.
Are you sure that's not a matter for you to take up with your housemaster?
Now, you see, Matron, we are continually bombarded with instructions to trust. Yet at the same time, we are continuously informed that we are completely untrustworthy. So you see, Matron, perhaps it might be of some benefit to all of us if we were to openly discuss the nature of trust and explore those areas where such a valuable commodity may be nurtured and not stifled or eroded.
Does anyone want to continue this discussion suggested by Archer?
Matron.
Yes, Meekin.
Look, is there any chance of you calling us by our Christian names? I mean, it's the only reminder of our identities we have left.
And now my own feelings on that subject don't enter into it. I'm bound by Home Office rules as you are. So whatever I may personally feel, well, that is the rule. And we're all here to learn to obey. So, thank you all for coming. Next week, same time. And if any of you have any problems, do not hesitate to come to me. And if I can't help, I know that Mr. Goodyear will.
Carry on.
Ah, leave it at strike. I ain't hurting you. God, you're in my bleeding way. It's all right, man. What's up with you, weirdo? You want striping, do you? You might get left alone here, but I'll cut you a bleeding ribbons if I get any of your poxy lip.
Back, Ross! I said, get back, shithead. Yeah, well, carry on.
Right bench, you bastard! I'm the daddy now. Next time I'll fucking kill you!
Was it Richard? Who was it? Carlin? The Coons?
Slip, sir.
Give you fucking slip. Right on your feet! Who did this? Come on, who did it? Where's Banks? Something! Bastard! Banks! You let him do you, haven't you? Banks! Don't come back with me! Who do you think you're talking to? Carlin! I want you to name Carlin! Carlin! Carlin!
Sir?
Okay, Carlin.
for it this time. Banks and Richards are both named you. You'll get 3 years for this, scum.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
You fucking well will, toe rag. I run this wing, and I'm not having it disrupted by a dirty little backstreet villain like you. You'll sign a statement downstairs.
I've got nothing to say, sir. I'd like to see the housemaster.
Oh, you will, Carlin. You will.
And the governor, sir. I've got a witness.
Shit witness. I'm having you, lad. You banged that officer at Rowley. You must be thinking you've walked quietly away from that one. But he's here. He's me. He's every fucking screw in this Borstal, every one of us. Now, come on. How do you fancy taking a poke at me, eh? Come on, big man.
I didn't bang no screw. I retaliated. There was 2 of them kicking the shit out of me.
Well, retaliate here. Come on! I'll have you.
Where's Carly? Carly.
What?
Baldy, the tinted daddy man from B-Wing. He wants to meet you.
Well, I don't talk this shit.
He wants to meet Carly. We know what for. He's a right old guy. When's it gonna be?
I'll find him. You tell him, Dugan. He's a black bastard, right?
He knows.
Rather warm, old chap, don't you think?
Yeah. Won't be in this bleeding sweatbox for much longer, I can tell you. It's right with the coons, keeps them warm in winter, but it's no fucking good to me. All this for nicking 30 bobs worth of junk.
You're joking.
30 bobs worth of fucking scrap. Well, my brother had a bit of form, so they stuck it on me. My mother went for his potty.
Jesus, that's one for the book.
What's you do, a bank or what?
No, Carly, no. I was merely trying to further a respectable career in the employ of a timber merchant. Clark. Yeah, my old lady was sick, you know, all the time, fragile. And there was all this stick about giving her a bad time and then her wanting to see her son secure, respectable, you know, all that shit. So I was sticking out in this office. The only thing was, I got too ambitious, didn't I? Yeah, I wasn't satisfied with dipping my fingers into petty cash for stamps. Nah, started working on the cash sales. Making 40, 50 quid on the side most weeks, going to work in a cab. Yeah, until some hard-faced mayor comes back for a swap when I'm out, and here I am.
What was it, your first offence?
Well, you know my mouth. Gave the judge a bit of lip. Didn't know the ropes, did I? She sat there fart-faced under a wig, packs me off the Borstal. Right.
40 pence a quid, that's it.
I can't go with that, Carly. They'll cut my fucking throat.
Yeah, well, that's the way things are now, mate. 40p that, or nothing.
If you can come that, Carly, the old bleeding Nick will be on you. Right behind Baldy.
Fuck 'em. But don't you see? If Banks paid 50, I've got to give 'em less. That's psychology. If I want to keep hold of 'em, I've got to be harder than him. Well, you'll have some mugging paying 60. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, 40's way under, Carly. It won't be worth the risk getting money in.
Okay. Okay, 45. They get 45. But I want it made clear, Dugan, it's a favour. You had to bleeding well beg me, right?
Okay.
You had to plead with me, right?
Right.
Colin?
Sir?
Mr. Goodyear's office.
Yes, sir.
Dugan, Association.
Yes, sir.
I don't want you hanging around in here.
It's one of the most rewarding aspects of this job, encouraging ability and individuality. And a consequence of this is that natural leaders will emerge, as they have throughout history. But Carlin, As I am sure you are aware, the gift of leadership entails responsibilities, like setting a good example and keeping order. Leadership means order. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now then, you came here with a bad reputation. But I am prepared to take you as I find you. You'll have every chance to prove yourself on this wing, Carlin, and even to win back some of the time you've lost through your more unfortunate escapades. As housemaster, I run this wing. I want that firmly understood. Nobody rocks my boat. Do we understand each other?
Yes, sir.
Very well, then.
Just one thing, sir.
Yes?
I would like a single cell.
I think we can arrange that, Mr. Greaves.
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.
About turn. Move! In you go, Woods. Name and number to the housemaster. Carlin.
All right, Carlin. But don't push it. If there's any bother, we'll have your bleeding guts. Right? I said right.
Yes, sir.
On your way.
Three she had, 3 puppies. Well, my mum says she doesn't know whether they can afford them. You know, sir, feeding them and all that. Well, I want to find homes for them, sir. And if they can't wait for me to get out, I was wondering if you'd like one, sir. It wouldn't cost you anything.
Woods.
Yes, sir?
You were not brought here to discuss your dog.
No, sir, but you see...
Quiet, Woods. Speak when you're spoken to.
I've had you brought here to inform you that you aren't up to scratch, Woods. Your room is dirty, your clothing disheveled. The reports from your classes are appalling. The list grows, and I am warning you that unless there is a marked improvement in your overall bearing in the near future, you will be in serious trouble.
I'll do my best, sir.
It's not good enough, Woods.
I always seem to be behind, sir.
Then do as you're told, lad. You don't have to think for yourself here. It's all laid on. Now, forget all this juvenile puppy business and get down to it. I don't want to see you on report again, right?
Now, come on. This isn't racial, it's a game. Right, A wing this end, B wing that end, move! Rules. No punching in the face, no kicking in the goolies, and no biting.
You that fucking old bastard! Under in here! Scum away, you black bastard! Hit him in the bollocks! Fucking boat, you cunt! Come on, get on now, get the ball moving! Come on, boys, let's get on! Don't just stare back! Come on, the fucking ball! Come on, with us! You know this! Get on the ball! Go on, come on, bastard! Kick him! Stick it through, we get out!
Hello, Floyd. What is it? Well, come on, what is it?
This. It came today.
Yes, I know that.
Will you read it?
But I have already.
Read it again.
Dear Ronald, sorry we have not wrote to you for so long, but things have been busy. Anyway, we thought we had better let you know that Candy died last week and we buried her. She looked very pretty and looked peaceful, and since you have not seen her for some time, we thought you should know this. Well, have to dash. Things are busy. Good luck, George and Bet. I'll join. Somebody's pet, dog, budgie.
My wife. Kenny was my nickname for my wife.
No strings.
Get it down, you sharpish. Vegetarians, I've shit 'em.
That old baldy says to boil a house tomorrow. There'll be a whole crowd of us there shoveling shit. He says just you and him. What?
Come on, Davis, move it.
Where's your tool?
What fucking tool?
This fucking tool. Do you want some more?
Leave it up, man.
I'm gonna tell you once. Just once. You listening to me, Coon?
Yeah.
You run B-Wing.
Right.
All right. But for me, I give the orders. Right?
Yeah.
You'll get your perks, but I'm a daddy. Right?
Yeah.
You get some coal dust rubbed on those marks, you fucking black bastard.
Oh, God.
Get the bride.
Boys. How would you like if someone touched your wife's butt? All right. I'll now pronounce you man and wife. You can shake the bride.
Look, I'm not marrying a fucking coon anyway.
Get back into association. Fetch up to your room, relieve yourself and get changed. Move it! Come on, lad!
What a wedding night. They can even fuck that up in here.
Come on, Toyn, you'll have some fun now and again. Don't be standing there moping, lad.
Roger.
Sir? Thanks, Mr. Duke.
It won't happen again.
Oh, that's lovely. Angels.
You might be a smart ass, aren't you? But you're nothing but a fool to yourself.
I'll get by.
You'll do the full stretch, do you know that?
Well, they're not having me, Mr. Duke. Oh, I've got to save myself despite whatever methods you bastards devise to destroy me. I'll get through it. Or I won't. But it's my way.
Let's let Barger. I won't have insolence. Talk's one thing, but I will not tolerate insolence. Right, lad?
Right, sir.
Look at you sitting there with that daft smile on your face. Why aren't you over there with the rest of them?
I'm an atheist.
What do you think that lot are? Disciples? Every Sunday there's an officer allocated to watch you. Just because you're too bloody pig-headed to sit in chapel for half an hour. And every Sunday, that's a little bit more you owe us. You know what the boss is like. You're committing a mortal sin sitting here. They're all atheists, but they don't put it about. I did hear you were thinking of turning Indian.
I think about all sorts of things.
Haven't you seen enough of them in here? Why don't you keep your nose clean and get out?
Boredom. No, never was much good at that.
Pass the time quietly.
You don't hear me moan, do you, Mr. Duke, eh? I mean, I smile. I smile a lot.
You're loose in the head, lad.
Yeah, you know, when I was in the scrubs, like sweating it out in that filthy cell, well, I had this matchbox. And it said on this matchbox, it takes 60 muscles to frown, only 13 to smile, so why waste energy? You see, I'm doing my time on a matchbox.
Jesus Christ.
Do nothing with me at the VA. Nothing. You know, when I was out, I always reminded myself, you can take something good from every experience. Well, the only thing I'll take from Borstal is evil.
Because you don't bloody toe the line.
No, it's not that, Mr. Duke, no. I mean, now you take Mr. Goodyear, right? He rattles out bullshit about character building morning, noon and night. That's impossible. It's not on. How can anyone build a character inside a regime based on deprivation? It's a one-way contamination. Good, fine minds thrown in with crazy, perverted people. I mean, what am I doing here? Why aren't I on another wing where there might at least be somebody to talk to, where I could be civilized? I'm always looking over my shoulder. See, if it's not a screw at me, it's a con. Why didn't they send me to an open neck?
You're tall for this, lass, I'll give you that. They should have given you a prison sentence.
Right. Right.
I was happier in prison. Now I'm going to finish my time with a bunch of snotty young hooligans. 2 years of this lot before I retire.
How long have you done?
A long time.
That's an hefty sentence, Mr. Duke. One way or another in prisons.
Public service, Archer. Haven't you realised some of the lads actually like being in here?
Yeah, it's called institutionalised.
That's secure.
Oh, well, I mean, in here you act, you're punished, and you're free. Outside, out there, you act, you're punished by your own guilt complexes, and you're never free.
And what little book did you get that from?
This one, certainly not from what's on offer here. Mr. Duke, I don't wish to underestimate your lifetime's work, but the punitive system does not work. I mean, my experience of Borstal convinces me that more criminal acts are imposed on prisoners than by criminals on society.
Convinces you, eh? Fancy half of that mob charging up and down your street. Fancy your mother tackling that lot on the rampage. No, you bloody well don't. So what do you do about it, eh? Come on, what do you do about it?
I talk about it first, like we are.
Talk's bullshit. You lock them up.
I'd also consider what happens to their guardians.
Watch it, lad.
No, come on, I'm serious, Mr. Duke. We take yourself. For a weekly wage, you have been locking up men and boys for most of your working life, right? Now, hanging down your leg is a chain, your key chain, and the length of that chain indicates the time you have spent in the service. Right, you may not have been fortunate in terms of promotion, but the length of that chain gives you rank over other officers of similar rank only. But at the same time, it acts as a constant reminder that although you have spent your life in the prison service, you are still only a basic officer. Now, who gets the stick for that? Us. Who pays for that daily humiliation?
Stand up, Archie. And wipe that fucking grin off your face before I knock it off. Name and number.
4721 Archer, sir.
I give you my fucking coffee and you think you can sit there and have the piss out of me?
No, sir, I didn't. I never get the chance to express myself.
Then it's as well you don't, lad.
I was only concerned with men being stripped of their dignity, cons and screws. We aren't much different in here, you know.
You're on report for insolence.
Yes, sir.
Stand up straight. Right, in.
You seen it, then?
Jesus, beautiful. I managed to touch you, you know. These visits are gonna drive me fucking crazy.
Come on, you lot! Come on this floor! Get it cleaned! Move yourselves! includes you, Toyne.
Sir? Report to my office.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the reports may seem minor taken individually. They do mean that altogether you are not pulling your weight, Woods. 3 days, lose 1 month.
About turn, out. Move it. Archer, in. Feet on the mat, legs apart, and face the governor.
Name and number to the governor.
4721 Archer, sir.
Archer. Insolence, graffiti. Guilty.
Misplaced trust, sir.
How's Mecca these days, Archer?
No further information through as yet, sir, although I am meditating whenever possible.
I see. Have you read Alan Brooks' book on Churchill, Archer?
I don't believe I've had that literary pleasure, sir.
You should, you should. 7 days in the block. Lose 1 month. For your meditation, Archer.
About turn, out.
Move it, Archer. Move!
Come on, Archer, move it. Move, Archer.
Come on, Archer, double, double. I said double.
And the whole of Sea Wing thought the fish was bad, James.
Yes, sir.
What about the others?
Yes, sir.
No, I can answer this, sir. I do remember day in question. First of all, that fish was not bad. But I do admit it may have seemed strong. Strong, yes, I admit that, but it was not bad.
What do you mean strong, Mr. White?
Probably some of this new Atlantic fish they're bringing out, sir. A strange taste, can seem strong.
Ah. Well, you know, you should complain at the time if you think something might be off.
I did, sir.
Oh. And?
Mr. White ate it.
Wasn't bad then, was it, lad? Do you think I'd have poisoned myself?
That was my dinner.
Yes, well, we'll keep an eye out for Atlantic fish. Anything else?
The batter's all soft, sir.
Well, it always is. I mean, the whole wing moans about it.
Mr. White?
Of course the batter's soft. It's impossible to make crispy batter. In all my years catering in all kinds of institutions, I've never been able to make crispy batter. The only way to do that is to buy powdered stuff, and we don't have the money for that. Come in.
Tea, sir.
Tea, Mr. Goodyear?
Why not? Why not?
Can we smoke, sir?
One quick burn. Permission, Mr. Goodyear.
Sure.
What's that?
Nothing, sir.
Out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, well, I think that's covered both wings, Mr. White. Unless there's anything else. And Meekin is satisfied with the batter explanation. Meekin. Meekin.
Answer, Mr. Goodyear, lad. Stand up.
Oh, he's dead! He's killed himself in the scrubs. He's dead. Because some guy put his wrist on A-Wing and you send him to the scrubs to kill himself. He's dead! Oh, you fucking bastard!
I realize there's a bad feeling about what happened to our friend Toyne, and we're all deeply sorry. But these things happen, Carlin, as you know. Many boys arrive here in disturbed conditions, and there simply isn't the staff to cope with them. Anyway, I don't want the boys on this wing behaving erratically. It'll do no one any good. In fact, they'll only make things damn difficult for themselves. I want you to use your influence to keep things down, if you see what I mean. It'll soon blow over. All right, Carlin?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now off you go.
In. Out! 3318 Meekin, sir. In. Out!
369 Wood, sir.
In. Out!
4721 Archer, sir.
In.
Sir.
Out!
4736 Angel, sir.
What is it, Archer?
There was no exercise today, sir. Request to see the governor, sir.
In.
Archer, the rulebook. The rulebook says exercise is dependent on the weather. It looked like rain.
But it didn't, sir.
Dirty cell, Archer. Governor's report.
Imagine that in the back of a Mercedes.
Yeah, she's got a bird eyes and I've got a great pair of Bristols. Do anything, she would, anything you wanted.
Oh, there are plenty of birds like that. Finn, no. Mind you, Finn birds always go potty for me.
Christ, when I get out of here, the big time, big stuff. I've got some ideas. But that's one thing about her, Nick. You never come out short on ideas. And you know where you went wrong. Well, you get it from your mates. Sort through their mistakes. You can learn a lot in there if you use your loaf.
Bank's the best, though. Well, you do one big job and you set up for life.
Yeah, planning. That's all it needs, planning. And plenty of bottle in, bang, and out.
There's no shortage of birds then.
Yeah, but I never have been short of birds. Always had plenty of crumpet after me.
Listen to Burt Reynolds.
Watch your mouth, Jackson.
The only crumpet you've had is with your fist.
Yeah, and you'll be getting my fist in a minute.
Leave off, will you? We're sick of hearing you two.
Oh, hey, hark at our bent friend. You two fancy yourselves, eh?
Piss off. You two couldn't organise a piss-up in a brewery.
I'll have you, Rose.
Oh, cut it out, Richards.
Cut it out, Richards. You got some front, haven't ya?
We all saw how big you were when Carlin sorted you out. Yeah. You and your mate, Pongo. If there's any more bother, you'll get it again. Nicholson's due for it, he steps out of line. You know that, don't you, shithead?
Yeah, well, anyone comes near me gets striped, all right? No matter who they fucking are.
Just remember, shitbag, that people get moved around. And Carlin ain't gonna be here changing your nappies forever. The way he's arse-licking, he'll be out in a month. And I'm gonna carve you two bastards up. First chance I get. Just remember that, the pair of you.
Is it all right if we have a quick burn, sir? OK, but don't take too long about it. There's work to be done.
do you want? Ah! Ow! Oh!
Turn him over.
Ow! Oh! Oh! Please, no! 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 Oh, please, no! 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 Oh! Oh! No! No!
Right, let's have you. Come on outside, you lazy bastards.
Davis, what are you doing there? What happened? Well, lad?
Nothing, sir. I fell, sir.
Fall back onto your feet. This isn't Kew Gardens, laddie. On your feet.
I was in the laundry today. All bleeding day. Murder. I hate it in there. Not bad tomorrow, though. On the gardening detail. I like that. Get some air. Like a holiday. Can always imagine you're not in this stinking hole. You're on gardening tomorrow and all. Your name's on the list. I'll see you then.
Right, Davis, what is it? Speak up.
Why do you ring that bell? Don't you know it's an offence?
I feel lonely, sir. Frightened, sir. I don't close my eyes, nightmares. I feel bad, depressed. I don't know what to do.
Cut that out, Davis, or I'll give you something to cry about, you mardy-ass little toe rag. You touch that bell again for no fucking reason, I'll have you down the block before your feet touch the ground. Now get your subnormal head down. Move!
Wakey, wakey! 638, come on, get up! Wakey, wakey, come on! Come on, move! Right up to attention! Davis, you lazy twat, out! Right, Davis, Governor's report. Right, Mr. Duke, bring them up! Put them in their rooms! Move yourselves! That includes you, Archer! Come on, move yourselves! Move! And you, Carlin! Move! It goes in the bins. Eat!
First, the damage must be paid for. Loss of earnings for all until every damaged article is paid for. And to encourage you to work hard and make good this willful debt with all expediency, there are no privileges, none. You have to earn them. Now, with regard to our absent friend, I would remind you all that sad and unfortunate accidents occur in institutions like this, just as they do outside. We are all accident prone, even here. It is most regrettable that I will tolerate no further outbursts like the one recently witnessed. I will not tolerate it. There will now be 1 minute's silent prayer for our departed friend.